Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Sean here. So today we are going to create a very good project, okay? So for those who are learning Python and want to practice, so this project is called Pencil Sketch Converter, okay? So basically in this project, okay, we'll convert any image into something like which was drawn by using Paint, something like that, okay? So let me show what I mean. So the project works like this. See, first I need to choose one image. So I'm going to choose this image of Neymar. Okay, I'm just going to click on it. So this is Neymar. Okay, so I can convert this image into pencil sketch. So for that I just need to make some change here. So for example, I can change something like this. So I just need to adjust here. Okay, so for example, something like this. Now see, this image is looking like it was drawn by using pencil. Okay, so I can make it more bold, something like that. Okay, more contrast. So this is what we are going to build, okay, in this project. So this project is very cool, okay, it's really good, okay, especially for those who work with image, okay. So if you want to convert your image into pencil sketch, so you can make use of this project. So after that, okay, I can click here on save. Okay, if I click on save, and I just need to choose where I want to save it. For example, I'm going to save it here in my documents, and I can just click on save. I need to give first a name, okay. I'm going to call it Neymar, and by default it will save it on PNG, and I click just on save, and boom. Now just let me go to that folder. So I need to come here. This is the folder. So this is the image that we just converted. If I open it, this is the image that we just convert into sketch. Okay, so this is the project that we are going to create. So if you are not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to the channel, give a like to the video, and let's start building our project. See, in order to create this project, first we need to create this image, okay, because the main window. So for us to create a main window, we are going to do something like this, okay. So let me first minimize this thing, and let's start building our main window. So first we need to import Tkinter. Okay, I'm just going to do something like this from Tkinter, from Tkinter import. Okay, let's import everything from Tkinter. Then after that, let's do something like this also. Okay, so let's do something like this also. From Tkinter import ttk and file dialog. So we will need this in future. Yeah, and the next thing that we will do here, we will use the Pillow library. Okay, so Pillow library is a library that helps us to work with image in Python. But for that, you need to install first Pillow. If you don't have Pillow installed on your machine, so in order to install Pillow, you need to do something like this. So you need to go into your terminal and enter the following commands. See, the command that you need to enter to install Pillow is this one. You just enter something like this: Pillow. Oh, sorry, not Pillow. Pip install Pillow. Okay, so you need to install Pillow so that you'll be able to work with this library. I have installed it, so I'm not going to install it. So you just enter this command and then hit enter. It will install it by itself. So apart of that, you need also to install OpenCV. So in order to install OpenCV, you need to enter this command, then hit enter. Okay, so don't need to worry. Okay, I'm going to keep all this command inside in the description of this video so that you can go there and grab the code and install them. Perfect. So after that, okay, as I said, you will need to import Pillow and OpenCV also on your script. So it will be something like this. See, you need to do something like this. Okay, from Pillow import image tk image enhance. Perfect. Then you will need to import also OpenCV. You just do something like this. Okay, import cv2. So after that, now let's start building our main window. So in order to build our main window, so there are some colors that we are going to use in this tutorial. So these colors, I'm going to keep them in the description of the video, but for me, I'm just going to grab them and paste here. So those are the colors that we are going to use in this project. So I'm going to keep them in the description of the video. So after that, we need to create a main window. So for that, we are going to do something like this: window. So window will be equal tk, open and close, and do T is a capital, K is a small. Okay, then after that, let's define the title of our window.title will be open and close. So let's do something like this: pencil sketch converter. Then after that, let's define also the geometry of our window, the dimension of the window. Let's do windows.geometry. Windows.geometry will be open and close. So I'm going to do something like this, and the size will be 450 x 550. And then let's do some window. Let's define also the background color of our window. So for that, I'm going to do window.configure, configure, window.configure, open and close. So I'm going to configure the background, this way, background will be equal core 1. Okay, don't forget those colors we defined here, them. After that, I'm going to see if you check my window. Okay, I'm not able to change the dimension of this window, so I'm going, in order to enable this, so I need to do something like this: resizable this way, open and close. Open and close. Then just do something like this: width will be equal false. Okay, will be equal false, comma, height. Okay, I'm going to define also the height. So this way I'm going to block so that the height and the width cannot be changed. So I'm going to use also fails safe. So in order to see this thing running, I'm going to do this. Okay, I need to call the main window so that the loop can be running. So I'm going to do something like this: window dot main loop. Okay, main loop this way, open and close. Perfect. Now I'm going to run this to see the result, and boom, as you can see, now we have the main window of our app. So apart of that, I'm going to define some kind of style here inside of this window. So for that, I'm going to come here, and I will do something like this: style. The style will be equal ttk dot style. What I'm going to style? I'm going to style the window. Okay, the window that I want to style. So this one is a mistake. It's supposed to be small t. Okay, this way. Then let's make use of this style. Okay, so I'm going, in order to make use of this style, I need to do something like this: style. I need to call the style again dot theme this way, theme underscore use. So this way I'm going to use this theme. Okay, so like, not I'm going to use this, I'm going to choose a theme that I'm going to use inside of this window. So for that, I'm going to do theme dot style dot theme use underscore. So there are a lot of style that you can apply inside of the Tkinter app. So I'm going to use this one, clam. Save. And if I run this, there will be nothing actually. Okay, it will be something just like that. Very perfect. So now the next step that we need to do is something like this. See, if we see our app, okay, so this app is kind of, there are I will say like three is divided into 3 parts. Okay, so the first part is this one, which we have, where we have the title of the app. Then we have this this area where it shows the image, and we have this area also which show the configurations, so like those buttons and those things, also those scales. Okay, so in order to do this division, I'm going to create 3 frames so that I can separate the window. So for that, I'm going to do this. Okay, I'll come here, and below this style, I'll do something like this. Okay, first I'm going to create 1 frame. So the first frame that I'm going to create will be the frame that will be having the title of the app. So it will be something like this: frame underscore top, open and close will be something like frame open window. Okay, so I'm going to create this frame inside of window. Then I'm going to give the width. For width will be 450, comma, height also, height will be 50 for this one, and bj. So now we need to show this frame inside of our window. Okay, for that I'm going to do something like this again. I'm going to call the frame top again, frame top dot grid. I will use grid because grid is very good to separate. Okay, when you are going to divide the main window, grid is the best option. I'll say that. Grid, then I'm going to use row. So row 0, comma, will be in the column. Okay, column will be 0 also, comma, pad x will be equal 10, comma, and the pad y will be equal 5. Perfect. I'm going to save this. Okay, so now if I run this guy, okay, Control B, and it's there. Okay, so I'm going to change the color so that we can see if it is there or not. Okay, let me use code to save and run. Perfect. As you can see, now this is the one we are going to use to show the title of the app. So now let's get another one that will show us the image. Okay, so for that I'm just going to copy this one, copy paste and paste. I'm going to change the name. It will be frame preview so that it will show. Okay, preview so that it will we are going to use this one to show the image. Frame preview, so this everything will be good, but only here we are going to change to 220. Okay, 220, and this guy will go to row 1. Okay, and everything will keep the way it is. Perfect. So now this guy is core 2. Okay, I'm just going to change color so that we can see if it is there also. Save and run. Boom, as you can see, this is the frame for preview. So now we need to create another frame for the bottoms. Okay, so I'm going to copy this again, come down and paste. Okay, so this frame we are going to call it as a controls, because there will be a lot of buttons, a lot of definition, so that let's use controls. So these controls, okay, everything will be the way that it is, but this guy let's change to 260. Okay, perfect, good, and it will go down, okay, to row 2. Save and run. Perfect, everything is there. Okay, so now let's put back those colors into white. So for that, let's change 1, 1, and 1. Save. So now, mistake. So now the next thing that we need to do is to create the title of the app. Okay, so this title, like pencil sketch converters. So for that we need to create a label. Okay, so I'm going to come here and I'm going to comment here, so logo. Okay, logo and title. Logo and title is, we know that there is not logo, but let's just call it like this. I'm going to call something like this. Logo will be equal, will be equal what. I'm going to use a label, not frame, a label. I'm going to get a label. Mistake, a label. So this label will be inside of the frame top, comma. So the test will be equal, and we call it pencil sketch converter. Okay, this will be the title of this one. Pencil sketch converter. Pencil sketch converter. Okay, font. The font will be equal, open and close. So we are going to use Arial, which is a very good font, comma, 16 for the size, and let's use bold. Okay, bold, so that it can be very good looking. And from here, okay, let's use comma, let's use co1. Okay, and co1 for bj. Okay, bj will be equal co1, comma, and fg, the color of the test will be core 4. Okay, will be white color. Perfect. So now after this, now let's pack this one. Okay, let's use logo dot, let's use pack since it will be there alone. Okay, no problem, pack. Now I'm going to run in this to see the result. As you can see, now we have this guy. Okay, pencil sketch converter. That's good. So the next thing that we need to create will be the labels for the previews. Okay, because we need to have previews for the original and the converted one. So for that, I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to copy everything here. Okay, give a little space, and I'm going to paste. I just ran by mistake, and this I'm going to change this comment to previews. Okay, so this label, let's change its name. I'm going to call it like L underscore, oh my god, where is the L? L underscore preview underscore original, because we are going to have like the original picture and the preview picture. Save. And now let's make some change here inside of our label. So here it will go to the frame preview. Okay, it's going to the frame preview, and these guys will be original preview. Okay, and for the font, just let's decrease this one to 2. Okay, will be 12, and we don't need to make it bold. Okay, let's remove bold. And for BG, we don't need to change also the BG. We can remove. No, I think that let's keep it BG white itself. Okay, and FG let's change into 3. So after this, okay, after this change, so now let's come here. So here, instead of pack, we are going to use place, okay, because place is a very good place, open and close. And here in place, okay, we are going to use at x will be position 30, comma, and for y will be equal 10. Perfect. So if we run this guy, okay, let's run it, Control B. As you can see, original. Okay, so let's create another one for the converter. So for the converter, just let's copy this guy, copy, go down, and boom. And here let's call it as a converted, okay, the converted picture. Let's change to converted picture. So the converted one, we just need to change here into converted. Okay, converted preview, converted, so converted. And for the converter here, let's change, okay, let's change into 240 and let's keep 10, save. And if I run, let's see the result. Boom, this is the result that we got. Okay, converted original and converted preview. Perfect. So the next thing that we need to do is to create the controls. So for the controls, let's go a little down and let's comment here. Okay, let's say controls. Perfect. So for the controls, we need to create those controls. The first thing that we need to create will be the labels for the controls, and let's do something like this. Okay, and ttk will be equal label, okay, open and close. So let's put it inside of the frame control, will be inside of frame controls, comma, and the first one that we are going to create will be for the intensity. So let's create text. So text will be equal, let's do this, intensity, comma, background. Okay, so for the background of this one, this intensity, let's use color 1. Okay, let's use color 1 will be equal color 1, not comma. Okay, let's stop just like this. Okay, will be something like this itself. Then let's use dot place. So let's use on x will be equal 10, comma, and for y will be equal 10 also. Perfect. And so after this, okay, now let's create the slice. Okay, so for that, let's create something like this. S intensity will be equal, let's create a scale. Okay, this scale will be inside of frame controls, comma, and let's do something like this, from underscore. Okay, it will start on 50, comma, and for the top that we can use for the scale will be 300. Okay, then let's do this comma, and let's define also the orientation. So for the orientation, let's see something as orient, okay, orient, because we can use this horizontal, comma, and the length of it, so the length of it will be 200, comma, and the bj, okay, bl, we will change just the bj of this. So the bj will be equal co1, comma, and fg will be equal co4. Perfecto. So then after this, let's use something like this, intensity, intensity dot set, open and close. Oh, my mistake, open and close. Let's use 120, and then let's do again s intensity. Let's use place dot place, open and close. Okay, for x, that's not, for x will be equal 10 on 10, and for y will be equal 30. I'm going to save this and I'm going to run to see what I have. As you can see, we have the first scale, okay, which is this one. It starts from 50 and end on 300 as we defined there. Okay, perfect. So this is for the intensity. So now we need to create for another ones, which is those guys, okay, for the brightness and the contrast. So for that, let's do something like this. Let me close this. I'm just going to copy all this thing, come here down, okay, boom, paste. So the only thing that we need to change is the name. Okay, I'm going to come here, and come here. Instead of intensity, I'm going to call it for brightness. Okay, then I'm going to come here inside also. Let's write brightness. Perfect. So brightness will start from 50, but it will end up on 200 only. Okay, and for brightness, let's set it to 100 only, will be enough. And we need to change here from X. We will keep it, but for Y, let's keep it a little down. Okay, you just use 100. Save. And if we save and run, let's see what we have. Now we have this guy. Okay, but this we forget the name of the label, so for that we need to come here in this guy and come in the end here, as you can see. Let's put it down to 80. Okay, 80 will be enough. 80. Save. And if I run, as you can see, intensity, brightness. Perfect. Now one which is missing is the contrast, so I'm going to copy this guy, come down and paste. So let's change first this guy to contrast, and for the contrast here in the end, it will go to 150. Okay, just let's come here and let's put it 150. If I save this and if I run, as you can see, we have a contrast. Now let's create a scale for it. So let's change here, let's call it contrast. Save. And if I run this, it's not showing because I need to change first this guy. So let's down to 170. Save. And here we keep it in 200, so 50 to 200, no problem. Save. And if I run this guy, as you can see, now we have also contrast. Perfect, we have everything. So now which is remaining is those bottoms. Okay, so we need to create the bottoms to choose the image and to save the image. This convert actually doesn't do anything. Okay, I don't know why I put it there, but because actually when I click convert, it's supposed to convert, but since we are using these guys, okay, they scale, so we don't need to use it, because it was supposed when I click here, it will call the function to convert, then it will convert. But since this guy, when we slide, it actually convert automatically now while we keep changing. So we don't need this button, but let's create them. So for that, it's gonna be something like this. Let's go a little down and let's create some buttons. I'm going to comment here first, buttons. Go down, then I'm going to create b underscore choose. The first one is to choose the image. It will be something like this. Button will be open and is inside of window itself. Window, comma. So let's use test. So the test, the first test that we are going to have in this side of those buttons will be choose. The first one is to choose image. Come here and give like a little comma. Then let's start defining the most important things, which is the bj will be, for this one, first one will be co-equal 1, co-equal 1, comma, oh, not 1, 6 is better, comma, and fg will be equal co1, comma, will be color, white color. Font, for the font is gonna be, as always, Arial, and comma 10. So let's define also the width. Arial 10, yes, and come out of this comma, and let's define the width also. The width will be 15. Save. So for those buttons, just like this, then let's come here, let's call again b choose. Okay, button choose dot, let's use place, and this guy is gonna be something like this. Place what we are going to place, we are going to place into x will be on 20, comma, and then after here for y, let's keep it a little down, like 500 will be enough. Save. And okay, is enough. Okay, then if I save this and if I run this guy, boom, as you can see, we have the button to choose the image. So now let's create the remaining button. So the remaining one, just let me make use of this, copy and paste. Another guy also copy and paste. So we just need to change here. Okay, this is 20 and this guy is gonna be to 160, and this guy will go to 300. Okay? To why we'll keep, because they will be in the same line, in the same line. Then let's change the names also. So this guy will be convert. Come here and let's convert. So this is to convert the image, and this one is to save the image. Let's write it save. Okay, if I save and if I run, you can see all of them the same color, but let's change the colors. And for the first one, let's change for this guy down one. So this guy background will be 5 different color. If I save and run, now as you can see is this guy. So let's change this guy also. So for that guy it will be 2. Save, and if I run, boom, perfect. As you can see, now we finished with our UI, okay, with the design. So now let's make this thing working. The first thing that we are gonna do is to create a function to choose the image, okay, because the first thing that we need to do is to choose the image. But before that, we need to define some variables as global, okay, because there are some variables that we need to use inside of the most of the functions. So for that, I'm going to do something like this, okay. So I'm going to define here on the top some variable as a global, like the original image, okay, because I need to know the path of the original image and even the path of the converted image. So that's why I'm going to do something like this, okay. Let me say something like this: global variables, global variables, global variables. So I'm going to do something like this: global original underscore image, comma, and I'm going to create another variable which is converted underscore image. Okay, these two variables will be global. So now let's let's initiate it. So I'm going to do something like this: original image is gonna be equal none. Even the converted one also, converted image is gonna be equal none. Perfect. So now the first image, as I said, now first we need to choose the image. So in order to choose image, let's create the function. Okay, let's comment here: function to choose an image. Function to choose an image. So for that will be something like def choose underscore image. So def choose underscore image will be equal, okay, dot come inside. So let's define the global here, okay, inside global the original image also, so that we can manipulate, they can have the same value. Perfect. So now the first thing that we need to do is to grab the path of the original image. So let's do path will be equal, let's use the file dialog so that we can have option to choose the image. File dialog will be equal ask what, ask open file, okay, file name, open and close. So this function, this line, okay, help us to choose any image, okay, then it will keep the path of that image. So after that, let's do something like this: if path dot, if we get the path, we can do something like this, okay, original image, okay, original image will be equal image, okay, image dot open, okay, open what, get the path. Perfect. So when we get the path, now let's do something like this, okay, preview image will be will be equal original image, okay, will be equal original image dot resize. Like when we get the image, okay, we need to change its size so that it can show properly in our app. So let's resize it, okay, resize, let's change it into resize, okay, let open and close again, 200 comma 200, okay. So this is a very good size to work with. So after that, this is not frame image, okay, it was supposed to be preview image, not frame image. I'm going to create a new variable called preview image, preview underscore image, this way, okay, preview image. Perfect. So now let's call this preview image again, let's change again, preview image will be equal image, okay, now let's open it with Tkinter, okay, image tk dot photo image equal what, let's call this preview image again, let's open it, preview image, save. So after that, okay, now let's show this image inside in our app. So for that, let's do something like L underscore preview image, okay, preview original image, because we need to see the original image. Will be equal dot config this way, config open and close. I'm going to call image equal preview image, okay, image equal preview image. I'm going to call again, okay, this L preview original image will be equal dot image, okay. I'm going to change now, image will be equal preview, okay, will be equal preview image. Perfect. So this way we can preview our image. Okay, now if I save this, so now in order to this to work, we need to connect this function into that button, which is this guy, okay, the choose button. Oh, even here I forgot to change the names, okay. So this will be the choose button and this will be the converted. Oh, mistake, change the name. This will be converted, converted. Oh, convert only, it's enough. And this guy will be for save. This is the save. Perfect. So okay, I'm going to commit to the choose. Okay, here I'm going to pass the command. This command is wrong. Command, okay, command will be equal the choose image and comma, okay, save. If I run this, oh, I made a mistake. Original dot open original image. Oh, I forget to put equal here, so let me go to the line. So it will be this line, okay. I'm going to use equal, okay. This is where I forget to use equal, okay. Save and let me run again. Boom. Okay, perfect. So now if I click on my choose image, see it opened this option, and I'm going to choose that image Neymar again. This is Neymar. I click on Neymar, open, and boom, as you can see now, the image of Neymar is showing, okay. So now we have the option to choose the image, okay. So now the next option that we need to do, okay, we need to be able to convert this image, okay. So in order to convert this image, we need to create a function for that, okay, a function to convert the image. So for that, we are going to do something like this. So let me close this guy and come here down. So below the def choose image function, okay, I'm going to come here and close this one. So I'm going to do something like this, okay. I'm going to create a function, okay, def convert image. Def convert image will be equal, so this is going to get one event, okay. Event will be equal none. Perfect. And then let's put dot and come inside. So the first thing that we need to do is to declare those variables as a global again, okay. So these variables, these two, we need to declare them as a global. So I'm going to copy just here and come here and boom, paste. Perfect. So after that, we do need to check if the original image is there or not. So let's do something like this. If original image, okay, is none, okay, if it is empty or like nothing is there, it is going to return, it's going to end this function, okay. So but if not, let's do something like this, okay. And now the first thing that we need to do is I'm going to comment here, do something like that, user adjustment, okay, adjustment, so that we know that we need to adjust those intensity and brightness and contrast of the image, okay. So for that, I'm going to do something like this. First, I'm going to create something like this, r equal s for the intensity, okay, s intensity dot get, okay. We need to get the values from the intensity, okay. Then we need to get also the brightness, so I'm going to create a variable called brightness, okay. So brightness will be equal s brightness dot what, get. I'm going to get the value from the brightness and will be divided by 100, okay. This is the configuration that we need to end. Then the next one will be contrast, so contrast also will be equal s contrast dot get what, open and close, come here and boom, underscore 100, okay. Perfect. So now the first thing that we need to do is to convert to pencil, Okay, first we need to convert it into pencil. So to convert it into pencil, we need to do something like this. Okay, I'm going to comment it, and let's say convert to pencil, sketch this way. Okay, the first thing I'm going to create one variable called image, okay, underscore cv will be equal, okay, I'm going to now use the OpenCV, okay, will be cv2 dot cvt color, okay, open and close what, cv2 again, okay, dot im read, okay, this way, im read, open and close. What I'm going to read, I'm going to read the original image. Okay, it will be like we need to get rid the original image dot file name, okay, come here, comma, then let's use cv2 cv2 dot color, everything capital, dot color underscore bgr2 gray. Okay, we need to convert it into gray so that it can look like a pencil, okay, like something that was drawn by pencil. Okay, perfect. So now after this, okay, we need to use some blur on it. Let's use some blur on it. So blur, what's blur, cv2 again dot Gauss, this way, okay, Gaussian blur, open and close. Why I need to do what I'm going to use, I'm going to use in the image cv, comma, open and close, 21, this is the configuration, comma, 21, okay, come out, viola, comma, and 0. Perfect. So now let's use another one. Okay, sketch will be equal cv2 dot divide, okay, divide what, open and close, emg underscore cv, comma, blur, comma, scale. What I'm going to use for scale, I'm going to use the r for the intensity. Okay, will be equal r. Okay, so that means the r will help us to change. Perfect. So now the thing that we need to do now is to connect this function to that scale. Okay, so in order to do that, okay, we need to go down to the scale, to the intensity, and we need to use the command there. Okay, so I'm going to go inside of the intensity. So this is the intensity. Okay, I'm going to come here, oh no, scale here. Okay, then I'm going to use the command will be equal what, equal convert image, comma, this way. Okay, so I'm going to copy this guy again, also copy it, and I'm going to come here. Okay, for here for the brightness also I'm going to do the same thing, paste. So I'm going to do for the contrast also the same thing, paste. Okay, perfect. So now let's run, and boom, I think I got some kind of error. I can see here there is error. It said name ori is not defined. Did you mean or? Where is it? Line 43, if or, oh no, I got it. So it was supposed to be original, if original image, it's supposed to be this one. Okay, save. Let's run again. Boom, perfect. So let's choose any image, let's choose Neymar again. Okay, now intensity is connected. If I change this, nothing is happened. What about this guy? Nothing also, even this, nothing. So now let's see what is missing, why it's not working. Okay, because I think it's because of the converted is supposed to show, but it's not showing. So it means let's try to figure out this side. Okay, because original is not gonna change, we need to change the converted one. So for that we need to do something like this. See, so I'm going to close this guy and I'm going to come here. Okay, oh, this guy was supposed to be convert this, and I'm going to come a little down and I will say something like this. See, I have a converted pencil, so I'm going to do something like this. Okay, I'm going to create a variable called converted image, converted underscore image will be equal pencil, okay, will be equal pencil sketch, okay, pencil underscore sketch, okay. But this pencil underscore sketch, we don't have it yet, okay. So that means first I'm going to come here up, I'm going to create that variable, okay. So for that I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to comment it, I'm going to say adjustment, adjust brightness and contrast. So this will be for the brightness and contrast. So I'm going to create a variable called pencil sketch. So this pencil sketch will be equal image dot from, okay, from array this way, open close. What I'm going to do, I'm going to send this image here, the sketch, okay, sketch, boom, perfect. So after that, let's do for the brightness. So for the brightness, let's do something like this, brightness, okay, brightness underscore enhance this way, okay, enhancer, brightness enhancer, it will be equal image enhancer, enhance this way, dot brightness this way, open close. What I'm going to send, I'm going to send the pencil sketch, okay, I'm going to send pencil sketch there inside. So after this, okay, I'm going to create another variable again called like pencil sketch will be equal brightness, okay, will be equal brightness, okay, brightness enhancer, okay, which is this variable that we create here on the top, brightness enhancer dot enhance this way, enhance what, open and close. What we are going to enhance brightness, okay, brightness, we need to send the brightness here, brightness this way, perfect, okay, which is this brightness that will help us to change this thing, perfect. So after that, now let's do for the contrasts, okay. So but before this, since we have this guy, okay, now let's continue. Converted image will be equal this guy. Then let's do something like this, okay, preview image will be equal converted image dot resize, open and close again. Let's use 200 comma 200, okay. Then let's create another image again, preview image again will be equal emj tk dot photo image, okay. What's going to open, we are going to open the preview image, perfect. Now let's send it into the label. So let's see l underscore preview converted, okay, dot config, open and close. Let's say image, okay, we need to change the property of the image will be equal the preview image, perfect. And let's do again l underscore converted dot image will be equal preview image, okay, save. Now let's run this to check, okay. Let's choose an image, Neymar, and if I do for intensity, boom, I got some error, okay. Even for brightness error, contrast, nothing will happen, error. So let's see what is the error that we are getting by intensity. He said function doesn't object, okay, resize objects has no attribute resize, where is preview image equal convert image preview image on the line 63. So let's go down the line 60, convert, it's supposed to be this image, converted image. I wrote it convert image, so that's why, okay. Let's change this, save, and let's run again, okay, perfect. So image first, Neymar, let's change intensity, okay, perfect. Now it's working, as you can see, okay. If I change the brightness also is working, as you can see, okay, 0, okay, brightness, even the brightness now is working. Now for the contrast is not applied yet, so now let's do this one, okay, the contrast one. So for that, let's come down, Where are we? Okay, we are here. Okay, if I come here after this, just go down, and for the contrast, let's create a variable called contrast underscore enhancer will be equal. After that, so we just need to do something like image enhance again, dot contrast. Let's open and close, and let's call again the pencil sketch, pencil sketch, save. And after this, we need to call pencil sketch again. Pencil sketch will be equal contrast underscore enhance, blah blah blah. Oh, I think I made a mistake now. Okay, that is correct. Contrast enhancer. I always forget this R. Enhancer will be equal enhance. Open and close. Let's send the contrast, because the contrast one is the one is going to help us to change, which is this one. Okay, now let's save and run to see if it's going to work or not. Okay, we have this one. First choose the image, and we choose this guy. So for intensity, again a mistake. So let's check this guy. Name error, contrast enhancer is not defined. Did you mean contrast enhancer? Exactly 61. I did a mistake. So let's go to the 61 here. Contrast enhancer. It's supposed to be this one. Contrast enhancer. And this guy, bye bye. Okay, if I select this guy, okay, now it's work. Save and run. Choose the image, Neymar. Okay, if we change this intensity, again the same thing. Contrasts object has no attribute enhance. Okay, contrast. Where is the error? Did you mean enhance? Which line? 61. Contrast dot enhance. It's supposed to be contrast dot enhance. Where is the mistake? It's this one, I forget. And save, and let me run again. Choose the image, Neymar. Okay, if we change this, okay, now it's working perfectly. So for the brightness, exactly good, and for the contrast, and good. As you can see, even the contrast is working. So now everything's worked. So the next thing that we need to do only is to create the function so that we can save this image, okay, the converted image. So for that will be these buttons. So let's do something like this. Let me put down that guy and come here. So below this function here, let's create a new function. So that is gonna be something like this. So let's create a function called def save image, save underscore image. It's gonna be something like this. Open and close dot, and boom. So first let's check if the converted image is there or not. Okay, let's do something. If converted underscore image dot, let's do something like this, path, okay, equal file dialog dot ask save as file name underscore what, default, okay, default text this way, default text extension text, then okay, default, this name is very complicated, so default text extension, text extension, or extension, not this, if extension will be equal, okay, so we want to save it as a png, so let's use .png, okay, comma, file types is gonna be, so here we can give like a list and define which type that we need it to be. So it can be something like this, okay, so open a tuple, and first let's give something like png, okay, png files, the only file that we want to see when we open that one, PNG files, come here, comma, and let's do something like this, and any type also, okay, any type of PNG, after this comma, open and close, and let's say something like this, all files. All files, okay, comma, then let's do something like this, and again all dot all, okay, so for all type of the files. Perfect. So after this, okay, we need to come here down. Mistake. Just let me come here and boom, enter. Okay, it's gonna keep me here. Okay, perfect. So if path dot, let's do something like this, converted image dot save, open what in the path that we gonna choose, save, and now let's connect this save image to the bottom. Okay, save image, where is the bottom to save this guy? So come here, let's give command will be equal save image, and boom, save and run. Okay, now let's test the final test. Choose image. If I do intensity, blah blah, okay, perfect, I like this one. Okay, if I click on save image, okay, now let's choose any place. So where can I choose? So let's save in the downloads itself. Okay, let's give Neymar TTT, save, and boom, I think it's safe. Okay, let's go there into the download folders. There is Neymar TTT. So if I open this guy, as you can see, our app is working perfectly. Okay, so guys, this is the end of the tutorial. Okay, thanks for being here with me. So if you like this tutorial, please give a like to the video and subscribe, even share the video. So if you want to support me, so I'll keep some description in the some links, okay, in description of this video, so you can support me, because even me, I'm fighting to get a new laptop. This one is dying completely. So if you want to support me, so there is a link down, so you can support me. And thank you. See you in the next video. Okay, next tutorial. I'm kind of tired. Bye bye.